Hi, this is Dan with QT Equipment, and today we're going to take a look at the redesigned Boss BA440 air compressor. Boss started shipping the redesigned air compressor a couple of months ago to us, and whenever we get something new and improved, we get a little nervous because it's not always improved. It's always new, but not always improved. And we got the air compressor. There was a couple of bugs we needed to work out with wiring and installation in the beginning. No factor, got that figured out. Today we've got probably 50 of these air compressors in the field, and I called our grumpiest field service tech and I said, hey man, what do you know about the new BA440? And he goes, not a thing. And that, my friends, is the best compliment you can get in this industry. So let's take a look. Format for today's video. First thing we're going to talk about is safety. Safety is always the first thing in any equipment manual you pull up, and rightfully so. The second thing we're going to talk about is maintenance. Now, if you pull up a manual, maintenance usually gets buried way at the end, which, I don't know, maybe that doesn't make sense. Maybe we should pull maintenance forward, because what's the point of owning a piece of equipment if you're not going to keep it properly maintained? And then we're going to talk about installation, operation, and everything else. First thing on safety. The manual is going to give you several pages written probably by somebody's attorneys on how not to kill or maim yourself with this piece of equipment. That is all very important. There's two main safety things to remember when working on a piece of air compressor equipment. The first thing is these systems are under pressure. Make sure that before you go monkeying around in there, you relieve the pressure in your air compressor. And the way you can do that is just by simply opening your air drain valve. We'll show you how to do that during installation. The second thing to remember is these compressors get hot. Like an engine, there's pistons moving on the inside, creates a lot of friction, a lot of heat. The oil is hot and all the parts are hot. So make sure you don't burn yourself when you're working on these air compressors. Next, maintenance. There's only two maintenance things you need to worry about. Change your oil and change your air filters. Maintenance frequency. If you read in the manual, it's going to tell you to change your oil and air filters every 3 months. That sounded very frequent to me. Most air compressors don't have anything that's on a 3-month maintenance schedule. So I called Boss, I talked to their engineers, and the official maintenance schedule for the BA440 from the Bible of Dan, you can take this to the bank, is every 6 months. That's what Boss told me. Disregard what's in the manual. Every 6 months, change your oil and filters. I know there's people out there that are going to want to stretch that 8 months, 10 months, but make sure that you are changing your oil at least once a year. Change your air filters at least once a year. Don't stretch this for years, because you will have maintenance problems with these compressors. You'll call up our parts department and say, man, I was just using this thing and it locked up. Well, when's the last time you bought oil and filters for it? Probably 4 or 5 years ago. Recommended every 6 months. Don't stretch it past a year. 2 reasons somebody could rationalize not doing compressor maintenance. Number 1, no time. Number 2, no money. First one, time. If you wanted to stretch the changing in oil and these 2 air filter canisters, if you wanted to stretch that to 35, 40 minutes, with some coffee and some friends, I'll bet you could get it done. But otherwise, I think you could get this done 10, 15 minutes. The second thing is cost. The kit is 2 of these filters, and actually you only need the front part, but you're going to get the whole thing. I'll show you that in a minute. And you're going to need 1.5 quarts of the Boss Shield Works oil. You'll buy 2 quarts, but you only need 1.5 quarts. This kit right here, in 2023 October dollars, is less than 150 bucks. To put that in perspective, the cost of just one of the coalescer filters for a rotary screw compressor can be $300 to $400. This is another good selling feature for the Boss BA440, is it's quick and fairly inexpensive to maintain. Changing the oil. This couldn't be easier. You've got a hose for your oil drain. Pull that out. Wrench, bucket, let it drain. Put that back on. Once that's drained out, You'll need probably a funnel, and you can pour 1.5 quarts of the oil in, and make sure you're watching to see the oil level about midway up in your sight glass. Changing the air filters. There's 2 of them right here, and you're going to get this whole canister, but actually all you need is the end of this. So there's little tabs here that you can pull out. Be careful, they're semi-easy to break, but there's the canister. That's what you need to replace. So we'll take a look here, do the same thing. When you're replacing this is the mistake we made. We thought that these tabs were supposed to go in here because that's kind of what it looks like, but actually you want this to be offset slightly. So you can put it anywhere just as long as it's not here. This is wrong, this is correct. So gently put that in there and you'll hear it snap 3 times and you're good to go. Try not to muscle this because these tabs do break fairly easy and then you got to buy this whole new thing again. I asked Boss why you can't just buy these elements instead of buying the whole thing, and just kind of one of those weird purchasing things. I'm sure you've got examples like this in your own business. It's cheaper for Boss to buy this whole assembly than it is for them to buy just this. So they do it to save you some bucks. I want to hit on a very important point of duty cycle. This is a piston air compressor. It has a 50% duty cycle, which means use it for 7 minutes, let it rest for 7 minutes. Use it for 12 minutes, let it rest for 12 minutes. If you run this compressor for 15 minutes or more on a continuous basis, this thing's going to get too hot and it's going to seize up. That's the #1 reason we've seen BA440s fail in the field, is that they're just being used for too long of a time continuously. If you need more than 15 minutes of runtime on an air compressor, you want to consider a rotary screw, and we can talk about that later. But the piston air compressor, duty cycle, 50%. Let's turn this thing on. Again, this is going to be different based on what type of equipment your compressor is mounted on. This is an IMT Series 4. We've got our Ram chassis on, we've got our PTO on, we've got our multi-switch on. The next thing we're going to do is close our air drain valve. We've got our transmitter on. Way to the left, there's a switch that's got a circle and a line and a triangle. Flip that switch up. Air compressor's on. When your air compressor's on, you'll see this gauge start to climb, go up to 150 psi, and then your compressor will turn off like that. You'll still be able to hear the fan run, but when you use air from your air tank and it senses that decrease in pressure, your compressor will kick back on again. And this is the duty cycle that we want to see for a happy compressor. Run for a certain amount of time and rest. A few things on install. And I promised you there was one more thing that'll jam up your air compressor, and this is it. This is the standard place for an air compressor to sit. You could put them anywhere, but traditionally this is where air compressors are installed. You're going to want 10 inches of clear space on the front and the back of your air compressor, and that allows air to flow through. There's a cooler right here. This cooler is going to draw air in through the compressor and out. When a new tech gets a service truck like that, and pretend that this isn't here, some guys will see all this juicy real estate that we should put top boxes up there. And they want to maximize their space because space is important. They'll put a top box very close to this air compressor, and if they place top boxes too close to the air compressor, it'll choke off the air compressor. You won't get good airflow and it'll overheat. Moving on with install. Your compressed air is going to come out of this fitting here. And we've got this nice stainless braided hose. We use that for heat dissipation purposes. Air is going to be hot when it comes out a lot of these compressors, so that's why we use this hose. With your piston air compressors, you're definitely going to want an air tank. Boss recommends 20 gallons of air tank. You could probably get away with 10. This setup has two 10-gallon hot dog tanks. Rotary screws don't necessarily need air tanks. You can use them, but you're definitely going to need them for a piston air compressor. Next, hydraulics. These are hydraulically driven compressors. You're going to need typically a PTO and a pump that can produce between 8 and 12 gallons per minute. The more GPM, the more CFM you'll get out of your air compressor. This is a number 10 and a number 12 hose. Older style BA440s are going to have a number 8 and a number 10, but this one has a number 10 and a 12. One thing to watch out for is to make sure that you have the right plug when you get your compressor installed. The first ones we got from the factory were a flat pin, but we actually needed the round plug to marry up with the IMT harness. So we had to change the plug on a lot of these. Boss is now sending us the correct plug, and I believe they send us a jumper. Just watch out and make sure that you get the right plug for installing your compressor. If you ever have to take this canopy off, the new air compressors have an hour meter. The old ones didn't, the new ones do. And before you remove this canopy, you have to just unplug these two wires back here. You do need to remove this canister to get the canopy off. Be careful of heat on these. We were running it earlier, so it's not too hot, but they can get hot, so be careful. You shouldn't have to take your canopy off, but if you ever are interested to see how it works or you want to troubleshoot something, this is what it looks like on the inside. This is a hydraulic oil cooler. This is going to kick on when your compressor's on, and it's going to cool your oil. When your compressor cycles off, this fan will stay on, but it's not cooling the oil because the oil's only going through when this solenoid opens up. So you're going to have oil that comes in. It's going to turn this hydraulic motor. This hydraulic motor is direct coupled with the crankshaft for the pistons. There's no belts. There's no spider couplers anymore. There's 4 pistons inside this aluminum case. Those pistons are going to compress the air. The compressed air is going to come through these braided hoses into this valve and to the tank to do work. These compressors are rebuildable. They sell a reed valve kit. If you run these for 10, 12 years in the field and you want to try to extend the life, they are fairly easy and inexpensive to rebuild. And you guys are all smart guys. If you've made it this far in the video, you can tear this apart, see how it works, and let me know what you think. As we're getting this canopy back on, let's talk about the business case for these air compressors. If you have a lot of air needs, if you need to run an air compressor for 30 minutes at a time, this is not the air compressor for you. But if you're in the field and if you have intermittent air needs, you don't want to spend a ton of money on maintenance. You want something that's proven in the field. I mean, we've got probably 500 of these out in the field that are working. Very few problems. The BA440 is a good option to consider. Thanks for watching. I know today was a little bit like eating your vegetables, digging into some compressor maintenance, and I know you guys love the big truck walk-arounds. I love them too. I also know that you guys have been rightfully so complaining about the lack of videos this year and the lack of social media in general, but hey, look, man, we're busy. Our focus is building perfect trucks as fast as we can and getting them out to the customer. There will be time in the future for cool truck walk-arounds, but right now we are building trucks. If you have questions on the BA440, any Boss air compressor, a VMAC, an IMT, an American Eagle, a Van Air, whatever you've got on your truck, keep it maintained. We talked about that a lot today. Keep these compressors maintained and they will work for you in the field for a long time. If you want to find out what we're building on a regular basis, you can go to Instagram at QT Equipment, Facebook QT Equipment, or our website, qtequipment.com. Work dirty, be happy. Until next time. Should have this like in slow motion or something. The big dramatic reveal.
I could do it.
Oh, look at that. Exactly what we need, 2 screwdrivers. There's something there, I just don't know what it is.